To another top story, we are following what led a 10-year Army veteran to go on a rampage along Bourbon Street. That is the question as federal officials investigate his ties to overseas terrorist organizations. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. Shortly after the attack, it was made public that Shamsuddin Jabbar had an ISIS flag attached to the truck he used to kill 14 people and injure more than 30 others.
But whether he actually had any contact with that group still really isn't clear. Counter-extremism experts tell our partners at NOLA.com that the method of the attack came straight from ISIS playbooks, with propaganda as early as 2016 advising followers to use vehicles to target, quote, pedestrian congested streets and use a secondary device like a gun or bomb, and that they should pledge allegiance to ISIS before the attack, which we've been told by the FBI Jabbar did.
Last week, ISIS wrote in their newsletter they had influenced Jabbar through propaganda, but they did not say they specifically directed him to commit the attack. Meanwhile, NOPD officers who stopped that attack are being called American heroes. Today, they were honored by the Orleans Parish District Attorney for their extraordinary bravery, courage, and service. Sergeant Nigel Daggs and officers Jacoby Jordan and Christian Byer of the 5th District took down the terrorist, putting an end to his destruction. Another officer, Joseph Rodrigue, is still recuperating from his injuries and could not make it to the ceremony. And
we continue to honor the 14 lives taken and the attack with a day of mourning set aside for each person. Today we honor Hubert Graham.
Hubert had a passion for baseball before he could even walk.
While visiting the memorial on Bourbon Street, his sister said 21-year-old was sweet and selfless with an infectious sense of humor who brightened any room he walked into. The night of the attack, he walked a friend back to her hotel before returning to Bourbon Street, while another friend he was with, Emil Graham, was severely injured. Gautreaux was laid to rest Saturday.
A group of Bourbon Street restaurants and bars are banding together for the New Year's Day Tragedy Fund.
Well, the culinary drive is just one way you can help give to those hurting during this time. Whitney Miller explains.
The reality is everybody's got to eat at some point. It's why a lot of these restaurants in and around Bourbon Street have teamed up together to make sure that your taste buds pay it forward.
So Acme's been here since 1910. We serve your traditional Cajun seafood.
And best known for their char-grilled oysters.
That's what brings them in for sure. But we have some phenomenal dishes like jambalaya and our roast beef po' boy that keep the customers coming back.
It was the oysters that brought back Todd Campbell from a 10-year hiatus.
Haven't been here since and have been thinking about it ever since.
And this week, Todd's long-awaited dish is going a bit further. Acme and several other restaurants in the area are teaming up to give back.
New Orleans hospitality is all about making our customers feel like family. And what happened to the 14 victims, their families are going through enough, mourning the loss of their loved one, that we just wanted to do something to help them get through this tough time.
And Acme isn't alone. A couple doors down, the Bourbon House is also serving up some oysters for this give back special. It's called Fleur de Cour, a culinary tribute, and it goes through the 19th. All 15 of the participating restaurants will feature a special dish or drink on their menus, with 100% of the proceeds benefiting the Greater New Orleans Foundation New Year's Day Tragedy Fund.
Helping other people definitely helps yourself, and it's just one way we can just help in a small way to help the families.
And it doesn't hurt that helping will taste good.
Very happy. In a small way, I'm happy to contribute. Awful thing, and it's the silver lining, I guess.
In the French Quarter, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
You can find more information on how to help those impacted, as well as all our coverage of this tragedy, on our website, app, and social media pages.